So prior to this, I knew absolutely nothing about Demon Slayer.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's a shonen. It has all the trappings of shonen.
It turned into one pretty quick.
Yeah, no, it was really weird how, like, oh, maybe this isn't a shonen by episode 1. And then they're like, hi, yoink, gotcha, it's a shonen. Okay, now I understand why everyone's like, oh, you should watch Demon Slayer. These animals. Like, come on, watch more shonen, watch more isekai. I'm like, ugh.
Oh, man. I'm glad those two things have not fucking worlds collided yet.
Have they not yet?
I mean, they're still pretty separate genres.
Oh, man.
I mean, like every isekai's got the taste of shonen on it.
Mm-hmm.
But, no, it's a whole different thing. Because, shonen's all about, like, putting in effort and improving yourself.
Yeah, no, isekai ain't about that at all.
Uh-uh.
So, alright, so this is actually the last show of this season we're doing, because we're going to move into the next season. Because next season's already started.
Yeah.
Yeah, it started.
So you want to do Demon Slayer? I'm like, isn't that show over?
I don't know if it's actually over yet, but whatever. I mean, there's not enough episodes of other shows yet for us to do.
Yep.
Also, people who are like, what about Carol and Tuesday? It's coming in that. Do you know about that one?
Yes.
Yeah, Shinichiro Watanabe's new series. Yeah,
really excited for that.
Yeah, same. When it hits Netflix, we'll do it. I feel like there's right, Isekai Quartet. I am not doing that.
Yeah, why would he? He hasn't seen like any
right
of those fucking shows.
Yeah, like I had like a couple people who were like Isekai Quartet, ha ha ha, and I'm like, what the fuck even is that? Oh god, no, I'm not watching that. I'd have to actually watch those shows.
I watched it. It's really great.
There you go. From a person who actually likes trash isekai.
I only watched like the first 12 episodes of ReZero, and that was enough to get it.
So yeah, Demon Slayer. I don't know how to feel about this show.
I'll tell you exactly how to feel about this show. It's a weird feeling watching a show and thinking, I could just have 2 TVs and put Peacemaker Kuragane on one screen and Kabaneri of the Iron Fortress on the other, and have the exact same effect.
Kinda, yeah.
Yeah. Out here with those Peacemaker Kuragane references in 2019.
Yeah, no. Have fun looking that one up. Like, shit. Like, all I know is just the art style of that show. And yeah, no, this is kind of a very similar art style. The total whiplash of this show, I don't really care. I don't even know it's total whiplash. Okay, so you have the first episode, which is all serious, all edgy, all dark, and I'm like, okay, yeah, I've seen a Kami got killed before. Alright, I guess this is what I'm, hunkering down in for. But then, the next episode is, like, a bit lighter, has a bit more comedic moments. And then this episode is just, the third episode was just straight up shonen training arc all in one episode. The entire shonen training arc, one episode. And it's just really weird. Like I feel like the super grimdark intro to this show is not like indicative of the rest of the show, and it's just dark and violent and edgy to get teenagers to go, oh, I'm watching a serious show, before all the powers and training and self-improvement shit actually kicks in.
That's just way more cynically than I read it.
Yeah, I mean, it's not even...
Because, like, we're watching episode 1, and like, okay, this is one of those, like, dark fairy tale shows, alright.
Yeah, and then it's
Then by the time it goes full shonen, it's... What the fuck?
Yeah, it's weird, and I feel like the first episode promises a show that it doesn't become. It's like if Fullmetal Alchemist had actually started with the Elric's really fucked up origin, and you just play that entire thing straight, and then after that is the tonal kind of drama, comedy, action series that it becomes, later on. Like Fullmetal Alchemist starts you with all 3 of those things. It's like, like weird religious cult, and like comedy and action, and just, this is the show. I feel like the show probably would have been better had they just left all of this into a flashback episode and started this guy off like on his first fucking shonen arc, where he actually does like his first cool shit, and then you give us like 2 episodes of what this guy's deal is.
I don't know. Like I said, like like we were saying, like the whole training arc is 1 episode of lean montage. So depending on what happens after that, that might make sense.
Maybe.
Like on how the show is structured. Like maybe it goes full shonen. Maybe it's shonen light. Maybe we just needed the shonen training montage to get to the next part of the story.
Maybe. The thing is, though, like, the montage, too, it's like, you know, it's like, oh, we're going to dedicate an entire episode to this guy's training arc. But then, like, we don't really go into... It's just like, I did this thing, then I also did this thing, and I did this thing, and then...
You've seen movies?
Yeah. It's just, when it's shonen, like, you know... There's
I'm saying, it might be a shonen, it might be a training montage. It's a pretty shonen training thing, but...
Yeah. Well, I mean, we've already seen, like, the intro, and he gets, like people with fucking powers, and he has a fucking water dragon sword, which is fucking super dope looking.
That was real weird to see at the end of episode 1. The intro is the outro, because what is all this?
Yeah, now that's some total whiplash. Yeah. Where you're like, oh man, this is like really dark and serious, and oh man, this is, you know, because, oh god. Also, like, I really don't like how it introduces, like, here's our main character. Here's his loving family who have no personality.
Aw.
There's a reason for it.
They were cute.
Being cute isn't a personality.
He even had that one sibling that had, like, a character design.
But that was just the light version of his character design.
Well, yeah.
Oh, God. So, but yeah, it's just like even you were just like, I'm gonna get so invested in all of these interesting characters. Like... It's so clear, like, these will die.
I mean, yeah, but at least they had the decency to have him covered in blood walking down the mountain before that.
Right. But yeah, it's just... Like, I don't know. This is also another reason why I feel like maybe his backstory would have been better as a flashback. Because it's just like, you know, if we hear like, oh, like his family died, blah, 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 and we see a little glimpse of his family in a flashback, and then we see like, oh, they were murdered, blah, blah, blah. Maybe that works better than just starting our show off with, here's our character, oh no, my family's dead!
I don't know. I find it's time for my tragic backstory flashback. It's tedious. I really love doing this out front like this.
Oh, God. I don't know. It's just...
Like, you've got to have the whole episode where, like, somebody's worried about it, and then, like, hints are dropped, and then somebody finally... Like, the circumstances are engineered to where it's time to tell you my tragic backstory. And
I'm just saying, okay.
That episode every time.
Okay, you hated the backstory episode of Full Metal Alchemist? Like you know, where we flash back to them after the Lior stuff, and we get to see, like, what happened to, like, their mom and their family dynamic, and Winry, and getting introduced to all of that, and how Ed got his automail, and then later on we meet Azumi, and it's just like, also, this is how I whip these kids into being awesome.
Yeah, that episode was bad because Azumi wasn't in it. Every episode of Full Metal Alchemist that Azumi's not in is bad.
God. Fine, okay, you know what? Fine. All of Full Metal Alchemist 2003 is a bad show because Olivier Mira Armstrong isn't in any of it. That is the stance you were taking.
Totally.
Alright, fine. You were never allowed to watch 2003 again, and, you know, I'm gonna go make you rewatch the finale of Brotherhood.
Oh.
That really dumb as shit finale to Brotherhood.
I should rewatch Conqueror Shambhala. I fell asleep during the last half of that.
It's okay. You didn't miss anything. Yeah. It's Conqueror Shambhala.
So the show's animated by UFO Table.
Yes!
So
oh my god.
So it looks really good.
Right? Because, like, I'm looking, like, the first episode, I'm like, this looks really good. Like, I mean, like, you know, you have, like, first episodes that look really good, and this show's gonna fall apart. But I'm like, this looks even good for, like, first episode standards. So I'm like, and I'm like, and then, like, the credits kick in, and I say, oh, UFO Table, that makes sense. Because I've never seen one of their shows. I have seen clips and, like, like gifts and shit from the Fate shows.
Right.
And that's really all I know them for.
Those are pretty enough on their own. If all you've seen is the fucking Sakuga clips, then UFO Table's literally magic.
Yeah, and I have to admit, like, the show is really well directed. Like scene pacing, just like the way they frame certain stuff, the camera movements, their CGI is good.
Mm-hmm.
That's right, I'm not complaining about CGI, go fuck yourselves. I don't always hate it. Like, there's a couple of, like, weird jarring stuff, like, when, what was it, there was, like, a POV shot of him, like, coming up some stairs to, like, a CGI building. That looked a little weird. But, yeah, I mean, like, the CGI could use more... I kind of wish it was textured more like how the 2D backgrounds are.
Mm.
Lupin the Third, the new Lupin the Third stuff, does that. Like, they'll texture it in that kind of watercolor sketchbook. Mm-hmm. And it's just like, you don't even realize that you're looking at CG until the camera pan. And
somebody dig out the canvas engine. And...
Yeah. But no, it looks really nice. The animation's stellar. Like, we watched 3 episodes of their show so far, and at no point did the animation fall apart. I could see them like kind of take some stylistic shortcuts in episode 3. A lot of the montage stuff, basically where you can get away with that. But yeah, show looked pretty. Show looked goddamn pretty.
Yeah, really good designs. Like, I remember when the first Demon Slayer shows up to murder his sister, like, he rolls in and I'm like, oh, there's nothing about any of this that I don't like. This is great.
Yeah, no, it's pretty fucking great looking. We haven't even said, like, a synopsis yet. Kid's family is murdered by a demon. Sister becomes demon. Guy is just like, here's some bamboo I shoved in her mouth as a gag to keep her from eating people, kid. Go train with my sensei. And that's basically where we're at.
Because, like, the guy shows up and he's like, no, she's my precious sister. She won't eat humans. And he's like, look, kid, the world's super fucking dark, and you're going to learn a harsh lesson today. And then she, like, doesn't eat him. And he's like, oh, shit. Well, fuck. Maybe that kid's right. And I'm like, that's not how I expected this to go.
Right?
And that's really when it starts to turn into Shonenville.
Mm-hmm.
Because, oh man, after that moment, she is adorable.
Yeah, no, she is just the cutest thing in this fucking show. I like this. Like, it's kind of interesting that, like, she is my favorite character in this show, even though she is just like a feral demon girl. And she has so much personality, and she conveys all of it without fucking monologuing. The monologues in this fucking show are insufferable. I fucking hate them so much. Because the kid would just be, oh no, oh, I blocked her teeth with my axe. Oh god, she's gotten bigger. What's happening? Bitch, you got eyes. You don't have to tell me every fucking thing that's happening. You don't have to tell me what your emotions are. The animation conveys it. The only thing I can think of is that, this has, manga being a stationary visual medium.
That's what I was wondering, if this was a manga adaptation.
Like, oh my god, this isn't a manga adaptation. It's either a manga or a light novel adaptation. I'm going to assume it's a manga adaptation, given the art style. And the fact that it's very clearly about to veer into Shonenville.
Yeah. But, I was thinking that the whole time. Like, a lot of these are definitely manga panel narrations.
Yeah, and it's just, like, those narrations, it's like, it bugged me in JoJo's, and it's bugging me here. I think I just might not like shonen anymore.
It's fucking high art in JoJo's.
I mean, I definitely like them more in JoJo's, because JoJo's just a campier series, but it's just like the characters just literally, like, telling me everything that is going on in a scene and explain, and then it's not just the main character who does it, because then awesome cool guy with sword starts doing it about his dark fucked up past, and it's just like, you don't need any of this. It's so great. Like I don't mind, like, when a character does some crazy fucking technique, and then another character explains to me how awesome that technique was. But when you're sitting there just explaining basic visual information to me constantly, it is obnoxious, and I really hated it in this show. and it's
just take it as part and parcel of the genre.
God, like maybe did Yu Yu Hakusho do that? I don't remember Yu Yu Hakusho having a lot of narration. I don't remember Hunter x Hunter having lots of narration. Like,
no, Hunter x Hunter would spend like entire episodes explaining shit to you before it happened.
Yeah.
And then it would happen.
It's just like, this is Nen. This is the episode where we tell you what Nen is and how all of this shit works.
This is every fucking thing you could ever possibly do for it. Look out for this in subsequent episodes.
But yeah, this is like a show that I feel like, because I tend to say a lot like, man, 15-year-old me would have loved this. Honestly, I think 25-year-old me would have liked this. I just veered too far away, like, from the age group that this is intended for, and I'm too old to just. I'm like, no, I want higher art, damn it. I am just becoming old, pretentious, and stuffy.
Oh man.
Why isn't every anime Evangelion?
How many isekais are we going to watch this season?
I don't know how many are airing this. Are we even...
Fucking at least 5?
Oh, God. We're just going to do all the isekai in one... I am watching one episode of every isekai this season. One episode is all you get. You get to show me your premise and your tone and everything. Hopefully none of them pull an SAO where they go, look, this is a great first episode. Yoinks the carpet out from underneath me the next one. But yeah, like, this show looks like it's probably gonna be fun and cool and awesome. I just don't know if it's something that, like, would be good enough to warrant me one. Because, like, I don't give a shit about this main character. Like, the only thing about him is just, like, I love my sister and my family's dead. And he doesn't really have, like, a personality outside of that.
Oh, yeah, no, he's gonna go psycho one day. And I'm waiting for that to happen.
Yeah, in fact, like, all of the characters, they're just so template, like...
Well, one of them doesn't talk.
Yeah. Well, no, she's the one I like.
Yeah.
Because she's the only one that feels like she has a personality, even though, because of her just weird eccentricities of being, like, a little feral girl, she just comes off as really adorable, and she has a personality because of that. Like you have, like, mentor guy,
mm-hmm.
and he's stoic, gruff mentor guy.
Right, so that's all you got there.
Yeah, you have, like, cool sword guy with a dark backstory. And that's all you got there right now.
Yeah.
And it's just like, these first 3 episodes have given me nothing other than cute demon girl who does cute demon girl shit, except for the 3rd episode where she's just, like, in a coma.
Like, she's asleep now because we're doing the training arc.
Yeah, I'd like to think that at no point is anybody jerking off over that comatose girl, but, anime has proven me wrong on that before.
Man, that kid does look like he'd be voiced by Spike Spencer.
I make a joke about how he's so fucked up, but no, now he's the lowest of the low.
Oh.
Yeah, you know about that, right?
I knew there was a bunch of changes.
Yeah, like, instead of saying he's so fucked up, they went with the more literal translation of I'm the lowest of the low, and I'm like, no human says that.
I remember when everybody was mad that the line was I'm so fucked up.
Yeah, but now that line became iconic because the internet exists.
Mm.
So yeah, do you have any talking points on this? Like, because it's such like a. Even though we went through, like, the training montage, like, I feel like in, like, one episode, like, I feel like not a whole lot happened in these 3 episodes. It's just his sad, tragic backstory, walked around until he met his mentor, training montage.
Mm-hmm.
And, yeah, like, it doesn't give me a good feel.
Yeah, no, I mean,
show.
all we've got to go on right now is style, because we don't know what the larger structure looks like. We don't know what the larger world's going to end up being. Mm-hmm. I mean, the show's got style for miles.
Yeah, no, it does. Like,
we just need some supporting characters to show up.
Yeah, it's just like, I love the art direction. I love all the character designs. They look great.
Fucking Demon Sister literally kicked some guy's head off.
Right? Oh man, that was fucking rad.
And then it went all John Carpenter's The Thing into a Geodude.
That was pretty great too. So yeah, like, also, man, like the demons in this are not visually interesting. They're all just veiny humans right now.
Right.
I'm hoping that changes at some point.
Yeah, because like some of them have mystical powers that they might all be humanoid.
Yeah, and also, oh man, so like episode 3 starts off with like, blah 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 demons, blah blah blah, they eat people, blah blah blah, they can regenerate you, blah blah blah, you have to kill them with sunlight or magic blades, blah blah blah, humans with these magic blades fight demons, blah blah blah, they can bleed out and die, also if you cut off their limbs they don't grow back. And I'm like, yeah, no, I got all that from the last episode. Once again, like,
yeah,
I feel
that's
like
just like the episode 2 or 3, like, in case you missed it last week because you were watching a more important anime.
Okay, let's be real. Most people who are watching this are going to be like 14 to like 25. In their minds, there probably aren't more important anime than the new shonen.
I don't know what the schedule looks like in Japan.
Well, I mean, it looks like we're getting simulcast.
No, I mean, like, for when it's on TV. If it's time
Oh.
slot is something more important, you missed the first episode, you can catch up.
Yeah. So yeah, like, what's your overall thoughts? Because
I really liked it. I want to see more of it.
all right,
I
cool.
want to see where it goes.
All right, if it goes somewhere cool and it does something really interesting, let me know. Because right now these 3 episodes are just like, it's given me nothing to latch onto, and man, I don't have it in me for long format shonens anymore. I just give me 26 episodes. That's all I want. It's like it's bad enough I got suckered into the Monogatari series where it's just like, wait, this bitch wrote how many books?
It's this quirky short little anime.
It's just like the one fucking light novel adaptation I really got into is the one where they're just going to adapt every book. Which I'm not complaining about because I really like it, so
There's some other light novel adaptations I'd rather prefer they'd adapt more of.
Haruhi, Spice and Wolf,
Slayers.
Oh my god, yeah. Well, see with Slayers already deviated from its books long ago. I just want more Slayers. Like, get that guy, because God, at some point, like, we just need to, like, just do a video talking about how awesome Slayers is, because, man, like, seriously, fuck Demon Slayer, watch Slayers instead. It has fewer words in the title, so it's easier to remember, and there's already more episodes to watch. What? It has a better first 3 episodes. You want to fight me on that? You're like,
I mean, it does have the Ragnablade, which makes it... I mean, any anime that doesn't have the Ragnablade is not as good as Slayers.
what about Outlaw Star?
That has the Ragnablade.
What? No, it doesn't.
I will show you that race episode. There's a freeze frame where you can clearly see it.
I just see you going, like, in the Sony Vegas, putting the Ragna Blade in for 1 frame, custom burning your own Blu-ray just to gaslight me on this. I'll give you a week to put that project together because I'm really invested now.
Being right isn't about being correct. It's about having the will to victory.
Thank you, Ben Shapiro.